What it do, people? What it do? Welcome to my YouTube channel, my very first video. My name is Tony, aka OG Two-Tone, aka Jesus Ramos, aka I'm just playing. My name Tony, but you can call me OG Two-Tone. That's my YouTube name. I'm a Barcelona fan. If you haven't been watching my shorts, if you can't tell by now. But I appreciate y'all stopping by, gang. You know, really, what we doing here today, we reacted to Nico Williams. It looked like it's happening. It looks like it's happening. I don't even need to say it looks like. We're gonna go through some tweets together because this shit is happening. This shit is happening. Starting with a very reliable, but my man Rashad posted earlier today saying, quote, well, he's quoting somebody else. Nico Williams to Barcelona is now imminent. News can now be expected at any moment, with the player himself thinking about it. I think we passed thinking about it. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Yeah, they talking about himself is thinking about it. I think we way past thinking about it. Another post, this is from Gerard Romero's the source. Nico Williams will join Barcelona. It's 150% certain. If he's saying it's 150% done, I think that's him being very well connected, knowing that we good to go. And the reason why I say that is because not even this is right here. This is the most important thing out of everything. If this is not happening right here, then I don't even know if it even matters that we can trigger Nico Williams release clause. Because if we're not at the 1-1 rule, Barcelona's returning to the 1-1. The news can be confirmed. La Liga already notified the club about this. This is huge. Big time. Big time. Now, we don't have to be off the 1/4, 1/2, where every dollar you make, you got to spend half of that or a quarter of it. We passed that. So we can spend freely now. And I still think we're going to be strategic. We're not going to be wild with the spending. But the fact that we can pay release clauses, we can register them with no problem. That's really good news, man. That's really good news. Finally, if you're a Barcelona fan, dog, it's been hell, man. It's been hell ever since that pandemic. Tearing up now thinking about it. The shit that we had to go through as Barcelona fans, it was some of the hardest shit ever, man. You lose your GOAT, we're broke as fuck, everybody's laughing at us, you feel embarrassed about being a fan. I know I did at one point in time. I'm as prideful as I am. Every other time you look up, you hear that they're talking about your club gotta sell future assets, everybody laughing. It was hard being on social media, bro. I wanted to just argue with everybody, but you just knew you couldn't do it. The idea of what we were was already planted. So I'm glad we beyond that, man. It's been a long time. It been feeling like the last couple of summers we should have gotten there, but it always felt like something was keeping us from there. It just always felt like maybe next summer, maybe this summer, maybe. Now we're finally here. So because we get this, that brings us back to there's no turning back for Nico Williams. He wants to join Barcelona, this time at all costs. He's already rejected Bayern. There's been reports to saying that Arsenal's been trying to talk to him since last year. He rebuffed their interest, despite it being a better proposal financially. So, you know, Arsenal, Bayern, they're going to throw the money. And Barcelona, truthfully, we can't compete with them in that, but we got a better project, I'm going to say, than both of them, in my opinion. And on top of that, he already knows the country, with that being the league. He done played with half the team, because half of Barcelona's team is on the Spanish national team. So you looking at him, you like, yeah, this is a no-brainer. I turned him down last time. I won't do that again. And I'm not mad at him for doing what he did, but it's happening, man. I'm super excited. So, the purpose of this video, I know a lot about Nico. I watch him a lot during the international break. We all know. A lot of us do. I don't really watch Bilbao matches unless it's like in the Copa del Rey. I watched their tie against Manchester United. He was okay for what I remember in the Europa League, but I never really sat down and watched his highlights. And it's going to sound crazy, but I just really did because I felt I knew enough. I seen the stats. Him and Lamine Yamal is usually the best in Spain at dribbling. He's a little bit older than Lamine, but he's not old. Like overall, like this is a good buy, not only for now but for the future. So I never sat down and really dissected his highlights. There's only certain players I really sit down and watch highlights for, but in this case with Nico Williams, now that we know we're back to the 1-1, it's been confirmed by La Liga, because trust me, if it wasn't, they would have came out, they would have shut all that down. But they haven't. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into these highlights. I want to see exactly what are we getting. I'm gonna look at some of his numbers as well, maybe. But as far as like highlights, let's check it out. Nico Williams, true left winger, probably the only pure left winger we will have on the team now. I'm excited about that. Somebody you can just give the ball to. Look at this. Situations where he's 2-on-1. Oh my God, in and out. Where are you gonna get up on? Pace. 2-on-1 again. Creating something out of nothing. Sometimes we want to just pass the ball out, and with Barcelona, we're always going to be expected to do that, but look at the dribbling, man. Ooh. And this is on the right. So if we need to switch it up, we can do that. Ooh, quick feet. Ooh, good touch. Good finish. Good finish. He's rapid, man. Like, bro is rapid, for real. Good control, good finish. I remember this. This was definitely against the Netherlands. It was the Nations League, right? Again, beating past just so many players. And see, the thing is, at Barcelona, you're going to have more space because they can't just, when you go up against Bilbao, it's probably going to be him that's going to be dribbling past a lot of people. So you can kind of focus up on Nico. Good ball. But at Barcelona, you better not. You still got Rafinha. You still got Lamine Yamal. You got Pedri, who could take a man on off his dribbling. You got Balde on the same side as Nico now. So you can't just load up. So it's going to be a lot of that. You see how much space it is? One man, open space. It's going to be that with Nico at Barcelona. This 2, 3, 4 right here, I'm telling you, you're not going to have to see that. You're not going to see it. If you're Nico, I ain't going to worry about that. And if they loading up on me like that, where I got 3 or 4 players focused on me, then yeah, let the other players, we already know who we have going forward. Ooh, these kids kind of clean. Hold up. I don't remember those. He finishes that with the left? Ooh. I'm telling you, bro. That's a good ball from his brother. Look at that. Fakes him on the inside. He got a bit lucky with the deflection. But it was just pure power is what he's putting behind these shots. He's so fast, just kicking into space. We haven't had a winger with pace like this since Dembele. I think that's pretty obvious. I don't think I'm missing anybody. Ooh. Had him thinking he was going inside. And like I said, this is going to be him all day at Barcelona. Look at that. The dude wide open in the middle, that's Pedri. That's Rafinha. And if you give them the ball in open space on the counter, they're going to make the right decision. Ooh. I see why you got a lot of dribbles. Damn. Foul, ref. This is with Spain. Ooh. No way he gets to that. is this on Frimpong? Okay. What you gonna do? You're in trouble. How you gonna get out of this? He probably lost the ball there. If they cut that highlight short, he probably lost the ball there. Good finish. Good finish. Just imagine a team lining up defensively. They're going to be afraid to push, try to go forward, because the more you commit going the other way, bro, a trio counterattack, and you got to think Danny Almo now is going to be playing more of a false nine. A counterattack with Danny floating with Rafinha in the middle, but you know you're going to have a presence there with Lamine on the right and this Nico on the left that can take on 1, 2, 3, 4 players at any moment. And then when they done wore you out for the first 65, 70 minutes, here comes Fermin Lopez. Here come what's his name? The kid that we're about to sign from Copenhagen. He's gonna come on and make an impact. Should I watch his highlights next? Should I do a video on him? I haven't watched his highlights either. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really get into highlights like that because it don't tell you the full story. You know, you could probably have 4 dribbles in a game and 1 run, and that was your only highlight. And you was really shit the whole other game, you know, rest of the game. But hey, you got this highlight off, and if I put that in a montage, you're gonna think. So, you know, I don't get too invested in highlights, but in this case with Nico, we've been knowing about this transfer happening. It felt like really for over a year, really, if we're being honest. When it didn't happen last summer, I knew, well, I'm not going to close the door because he didn't sign with anybody else. He didn't sign a new contract that raised up his release clause. Everything is still the same, so we can be in this same dilemma next year. I would have called it over, obviously, if he would have signed with somebody else, but... So yeah, that was my first video. I appreciate y'all stopping by. What y'all think about Nico Williams? How excited are y'all about the prospect? And now that it's finally happened, we got confirmation of the 1-1 rule now in La Liga. Even they can't stop us. How excited are you about getting Nico? I know I'm super excited to have depth, to get a player that we need. I think it's a really good sighting. I'm really excited for Nico. I think he's going to be deadly. I think he's going to add to what we already had as one of the best attacks in Europe. But now we have another player. So if injuries come up, we need rotations. We just want to add more to what we had, but it's not a natural fit. This is a good fit. It doesn't get enough. It doesn't really get any better than this. So, yeah, I'm super ecstatic. I'm probably going to, if I don't do an official video, because we know the release clause is going to be triggered here within the next 24, 48 hours. The news is going to become official. So maybe I'll just do like, you know, a kind of chill with me kind of video where, you know, we just kind of reacting together. Obviously I don't need to react and do a whole nother reaction to his highlights, but I think if we do that, I think we'd be good. I think we'd be good if we want. So, but again, this is my very first video. Well, not my very first. I got another one out there, but you're going to see more videos like this. I can't wait until the season start because you're going to see me to the games that I can get to. I have to work throughout the middle of the day, and I'm in America, so a lot of time these games are on when I'm at work. But for the big games in the middle of the week, I'm calling off. And for the weekend games, I'm going to be live streaming those for sure. So we got more things coming, man. I'm getting better at editing. I'm trying to be more consistent. All Barcelona fans, even if you're just a fan of football, obviously this is going to be heavily Barcelona based, at least when it comes to my opinion, like being biased. But all in all, it's going to be a lot of Barcelona content, a lot of soccer content. I will be reacting to just big matches in general. Like I said on one of my other videos, I am going to be reacting to Flamengo's Copa Libertadores matches. Because that's my new team now. After watching them in the Club World Cup, I was like, I need to get with it. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff coming here throughout the years to come. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not going nowhere. I'm just gonna be more consistent. I'm gonna get better, and then y'all gonna see more of me, man. So you know, if you like it, like the video, help a brother out. Comment. If you don't like it, tell me what you didn't like. Keep it real with me. I ain't tripping shit. You know, you ain't gonna dog off a comment. Just let me know how y'all feel. But I'm gonna be here, man. Fuck with me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you for stopping by.